Okay, so I'm not sure where I left off with the last filming, but I've got the kind of the skeleton of this put together here. So I have some boards going across this way, and they're kind of just supported temporarily. They're all just temporary boards. What I'm trying to do is make a way to put this ridge beam up, and this is going to be a 2x6, and across the top, and I kind of want to hold that in space where it needs to be, and then I'm going to put the rafters up to it, and so. This is what I came up with, I guess. I have some boards going across. I'm going to have some boards sticking up a little bit higher, and it's going to be about 5 feet. I'm doing a 512 pitch, and so it's about a little less than 5 feet because it's a little less than 12 feet across from the center to the edge. So that's what's going to happen now. Is I'm going to put this center board up to hold the ridge beam. Then I'm going to clamp the ridge beam to it, and it's going to be kind of wobbly and just going to be standing temporarily. Once I start getting some rafters on it, then that's really going to kind of stiffen everything up. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll go get some rafters. I got some 2x6s for that as well, and I'll be cutting those, cutting a little like bird mouth out of it, and the notch or whatever the angle piece that goes up against the ridge beam. So I'm gonna start doing that. I'm just gonna like put it on fast forward so you can watch me do it. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, so let's get started doing that. All right, so I'm finally done with the front beams. So these are the actual rafters that I made from a pine tree in the yard. And my whole plan was to do all of them like this, but this took quite a long time. So this one here on the right is the full width of the tree, so there's bark on both sides. I already cut the angle out of the top, just gotta cut the bird's mouth out of the other side. This one, same, gonna cut the end off here. And then this one was the middle of the tree. Whoop. And so we ended up cutting the bark off of this because I didn't want it to be too much wider than the other one or than the other 2x6s I have up there, because then the tin will look weird. It'll have this like bow in the front. So anyway, I got this cut down with the chainsaw originally that you saw me do. And then I came in here and I made all these shavings with a draw knife at the beginning for some of those big flakes. And then I used a power planer here for the rest, just to get it nice and smooth. And then I covered it with teak oil. So there is still some gouges here that the chainsaw did. Not too concerned about those, but these are nice and about 2 inches wide. So I'm gonna get to finish cutting the bird mouth side of these. This little notch here to put on the top of the beam, and then we'll drag it over and get it put up. But anyway, this is finally completed. It's taken me a while to get all this done with all these shavings, as you can see. But I'm ready to get this out of this barn and put up in the air so we can continue on. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop this video right here. So in this video, you got to see me build the rafters, build the frame first, then put the rafters up. And then I was able to get these like kind of struts that go across, kind of make it an A-frame truss system somewhat. So I'll put that on. Then I put a little bit of angle bracing on, but I need to do more of that. I think I'm gonna use some 2x2s and make them about 10-12 foot long to kind of connect different rafters together. And that way it's gonna like kind of stiffen it up. It wiggles just a little bit, so I'm going to do that to kind of stiffen it up. I was able to use 6x6s for most of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use the trees that I was going to cut into boards. That process was just quite a long time, and I didn't have time for all that. So I got 2 of them cut with the chainsaw, planed them down, and then put some oil on them. And so those are the front 2 up here. And so those were put on just recently, and now I've been putting on these slats that are kind of connecting all of the rafters. So those are the pieces of wood that the tin is going to be attached to. So those are going like lengthwise with the pole barn. So I'm putting those on. It's just kind of rinse and repeat, a bunch of just screwing them into the rafters. So I won't bore you with that, but anyway, I appreciate you sticking around for this video. I hope it was informative and give you some ideas for your pole barn build. So if you would, subscribe to this channel. You'll like this video, and then you'll see more videos like this in the future, and I'll see you on the next one.